If the audio quality is not very good, I apologize because it is raining outside and I am filming at midnight. And right now it is 12:33, the 4th of June 2019, which is a little bit over 12 hours after the KAWS release. A lot of people might have known, either the people who have hyped over KAWS, the people who haven't hyped over KAWS, could have, they should have come across videos like these on social media, such as
你看那个，
and also okay, so why did this happen? Okay, so two things before I start this video. I will not be talking about resellers because it's gonna be a very, very touchy subject where I might say something wrong and offend everyone in the world. So the second thing is I will be talking about hype in general and use this whole KAWS incident as an example. So without further ado, let's just start. I have my laptop in front of me, so if you're seeing some blue tints on my spectacles, yeah. So basically, my laptop is here, and I'm just gonna read the points that I've written down here. So it'll be a faster video. I can make this faster so you guys can see more quicker. So yeah, hype is defined as extravagant or intensive publicity or promotion. And the intensive publicity here is that it is his last collection. I have no idea that this will be the last collection where KAWS collaborates with Uniqlo. I have no idea that this was their last collaboration collection. Anything that is considered as his last is going to be something that's very, very hyped up because, oh, that's the last chance where I will get that stuff. That's the last chance that I will actually get that thing. And it might not be available forever. And if I want, I will probably be paying a crap ton of money for something that has been sold years ago because I want it. So as I said in my last video, I will put the link up here. KAWS's popularity is going to grow more and more as time goes on, but that was assuming that that was under my assumption that KAWS will still be collaborating with Uniqlo and releasing even more shirts in the future. But since this is his last collection with Uniqlo, this will be my correction. This will be my new comment about the whole situation. But there will be two conditions about this. First of all, I will assume that KAWS really never collaborates with Uniqlo anymore because I don't know, maybe he might change his mind. Second, I will assume that KAWS will also never be collaborating with other brands such as Uniqlo. Okay, so that's two conditions. So if these two conditions met, what I'm gonna say is that this thing is just gonna hype itself up. The hype is gonna go up like an exponential, and it's just gonna go down straight after a period of time. Why is that? Let me explain. So basically, a lot of people, including myself, I personally know KAWS through hype back then. I know KAWS through hype because I have no idea what this figurine is and why is it so expensive. And after a little bit of research, I just know that, oh, this thing is KAWS. It's called KAWS. And it's basically the same for the KAWS X Uniqlo release back in, I think it's 2017. Because Uniqlo is such a very, very famous and ubiquitous brand, selling good quality clothes for a good price, having something like that, having a very good graphic, having a very good quality shirt, having a very good price, makes it a very, very attractive thing for the public, for the general public. Because a lot of people that hypes about KAWS, I dare say that they are definitely out of the demographic back then, and they'll try to be like, oh, I love KAWS, but do you actually know what KAWS is? Do you actually like obsess with it? Or do you generally just like it because of the hype around it? We humans always want to be involved in something, and that is why the term trend, a trend is a trend. People will actually follow it because they want to be within that domain. They want to be within that circle of people, and they'll feel like they're part of something. And me included, I also will have the tendency to like follow trends and stuff. And it's because of this, it gradually helps the hype to build up. It helps it build up exponentially to the point where it reaches its critical point and it's gonna drop. Why does it drop? This is a good example. One of those very good examples is basically like every shoe model that I see. And I will give an example of the Kobe line. His shoes have been very, very sought after because of his very, very nice design, and because of him retiring, he has released the Fade to Black collection. He has released the prelude version back then because of his Achilles thing. It's all because of hype. It's all because of the intense publicity. Oh, for the prelude pack, Kobe has injured his Achilles and he's making a comeback. So publicize it with this very, very elaborate pack, the prelude pack. And I'm gonna confess, I don't watch NBA that much, so I might get something wrong, and I'm just talking as I go on. This has no script at all. And because Kobe is retiring, let's release a very, very intense pack, which is the Fade to Black pack. At that point, you would think that there will be no more Kobe releases at that point, so people are gonna get so hyped up. This shoe is gonna get hyped up, that shoe is gonna get hyped up, so people are gonna get crazy over Kobe. But what happens next is the hype just dies down. Kobe suddenly gets forgotten, and only the people that actually likes Kobe. I'm sorry, I say this kind of like I'm attacking someone, so let me correct myself. People that actually follow Kobe, people that are die-hard fans of Kobe, will only remember him as in terms of his merch, his sneakers. So what happens is, after a significant amount of time, people will forget about this certain person, just like what KAWS is gonna undergo, I don't know, maybe in a month or so. So considering that this is KAWS's last collection under all of those examples that I put in, all of those conditions that I put, the hype is going to go up very fast and just shuts it down by itself. And unless KAWS starts collaborating with other brands, starts releasing things that are very affordable to the public, I don't think people are going to remember who KAWS is in the next year or two, unless you're like walking on the street and, oh, you saw a KAWS tee and I remember that. I bought that a year ago. I bought that 2 years ago. And yeah, that's basically it. Only people who actually observe stuff like that would know who they are, because back then, before Murakami even collaborated with Uniqlo and Doraemon, that Uniqlo Doraemon collection, no one actually know who Murakami is except, oh, it's that flower. So right now, if you bring out that stuff, people are just gonna be like, oh, what's that thing? But people don't really want it no more because the public will see it as an outdated trend. So this is basically what's gonna happen to KAWS in the near future. I definitely guarantee that this is gonna happen unless KAWS actually releases something. So basically that's it from me. I think I generally covered everything, and as I said in the beginning of the extra footage, I will not be talking about resellers. You don't have to fight over stuff like that unless it's like the apocalypse or something. Saying this kind of makes me feel like I'm degrading people, but I don't condone fighting. I don't think that people should fight over sneakers or even shirts. So yeah, this has been a very, very quick comment about the whole situation. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on some upcoming video that I will be thinking about. I have a few things on the way. Some may be film related, some may not. No, some may be streetwear related, some may be film related, but then again, I'll see you guys in the next video. And good night.